7 Action News reporter Heather Catallo is here now. And Heather, the feds played the part of the debate in court today.
That's right. The FBI subpoenaed a copy of that debate from us 2 years ago, and now we know why they needed it. Today, during Special Agent Bob Beckman's testimony, the feds played that video of a young Kwame Kilpatrick making promises that could come back to haunt him. Even as far back as Kwame Kilpatrick's first mayor's race, he was defending his Kilpatrick Civic Fund, the nonprofit that the FBI says Kilpatrick used illegally as his personal piggy bank. Today, FBI Special Agent Bob Beckman took the witness stand to introduce key pieces of evidence, including this debate that 7 Action News aired between Kilpatrick and former City Council President Gil Hill 11 years ago. The public corruption investigator told the jury that 501c4 funds, like the Civic Fund, are supposed to be used for charitable and educational purposes. But federal prosecutors allege Kilpatrick used more than $150,000 of the restricted funds for his campaign and for other personal expenses, like golf lessons and fancy vacations. This is just some of what Special Agent Beckman played for the jury.
The Kilpatrick Civic Fund was set up in 1997 by a group of young people that we all went to Cass Technical High School together, and we wanted to raise the number of people that voted between the ages of 18 and 35.
Kilpatrick was asked during that debate if he had done anything that would cause him to step down. His response, "I've done nothing illegal or improper since I've been born."
We haven't used one penny of the Civic Fund in this campaign because it's not allowed by law.
Assistant U.S. Attorney Mark Chucko then put Daniel Gottoff on the stand to conduct public opinion research. Chucko showed the jury invoices for polling that was done by Gottoff's company for the Kilpatrick for Mayor campaign committee, and then showed the nearly $36,000 in checks that Gottoff was paid from the nonprofit Kilpatrick Civic Fund. Kilpatrick defense attorney Jim Thomas pressed both Beckman and Gottoff on the idea that nonprofits like the Civic Fund can be used to promote political issues as long as they're not directing the public to vote for a particular candidate. At one point, Thomas got Gottoff to agree that the polling work was gauging what people think about an issue, but he stood his ground when the feds asked him again who his client was. Gottoff said he'd been hired by the Kilpatrick political campaign. Despite that, Thomas says he's confident at the end of the second week of testimony.
So we've attempted to try and do a lengthy cross-examination today and other days of other witnesses, showing them documents, saying, okay, now this is what it looks like, and trying to point out to the jury how it's different from what they say.
As for the debate video, of course, our policy is to remain independent and not be part of any outside agency investigation. But in this case, the video was subpoenaed, and it is our policy to turn over video that has already aired. Coming up tonight on 7 Action News at 6, I'll tell you about the very first text messages that were officially shown to the jury today.